The real reason Long Island mediums Theresa Caputo struggled with her gift, exclusive. During the coronavirus pandemic, Theresa Caputo didn't miss a beat. When many businesses temporarily closed their doors, the Long Island medium star teased out her hair, logged onto Zoom, and got to work. No pandemic was stopping Spirit from delivering messages. Caputo tells the list on a late weekday afternoon Zoom call. The end result of her efforts was a brand new, and socially distanced, series, Long Island Medium. They're in Spirit, which premiered on Discovery Plus in early February. As you can probably gather, if a global lockdown isn't enough to stop spirits from contacting their loved ones, not much is, and that's actually part of the problem. It gets really loud, which was particularly overwhelming for Caputo before she fully understood her connection to whatever comes next. So what happens when you can't metaphorically hang up the phone? In this exclusive interview, Caputo sits down with the list to talk about her beginnings as a medium and the struggle it took for her to realize her life's purpose. Theresa Caputo didn't just wake up one day being able to communicate with the dead like Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense. It was something that was always inherent, but it took years for her to understand. The Discovery Plus star tells the list that she's always possessed a unique sensitivity and a whole lot of feelings, which manifested in intense anxiety every time she stepped outside. It was a very, very long process, she says. For years, I suffered from anxieties. And at the time of when I discovered my gift, I couldn't even leave my house because I feel. That's my main way of communicating with the souls of the departed is through feeling. So I could feel the way someone has died. So, in her words, imagine walking into a grocery store and feeling a rush of emotions from all the spirits buzzing around their loved ones when you're just trying to grab a carton of milk. Now, imagine having no idea what's actually going on. It's enough to make anyone feel like they're losing their mind. However, Caputo eventually discovered that this wasn't some kind of curse, and she certainly wasn't going mad. Rather, it was actually a gift. I had gone to a spiritual awareness class, where through that class, I learned that not only was I communicating with my own departed loved ones, but everyone else's, she says. So I struggled with my gift probably for about 5 years of feeling, this is crazy. Once Theresa Caputo learned about her abilities, she took some time to grapple with it. She tells the list that as a practicing Catholic, she wondered why she would have been blessed with such an important gift. As she searched for answers, she eventually discovered her life's purpose, helping people find closure. Why would someone want to come and see a medium and speak to their relatives that have died? She tells the list, describing the way she questioned her career in the early days. And what I learned is that, unfortunately, we here in the physical world are left with burdens and guilts. Maybe I should've, I could've, I would've, and only if. And at the end of the day, all of these negative emotions and burdens do not give us the ability to heal. I kind of put my gift in the Spirit's hands and said, if this is my soul's journey, open the doors for me, and I will walk through them, Caputo tells the list. And I feel, here I am, being with the Discovery family for 10 years, and still being able to share my gift of, and deliver messages of, healing and hope and peace, I'm actually getting emotional from saying that to you, because it really is amazing. And I'm very blessed to be able to continue to do this work. Theresa Caputo reveals the best and worst thing about being a medium, exclusive. Long Island mediums Theresa Caputo makes talking to spirits look easy. In fact, in some ways, it seems easier than speaking to actual, living humans, at least in an era where we're still learning how to navigate Zoom. It still amazes me that, through Zoom, the emotion that you feel through all of the readings that no pandemic was stopping Spirit from delivering messages. She tells the list during a video call on a weekday afternoon. Case in point, she channeled this writer's grandmother less than 10 minutes into our interview, while we were still working on getting the proper laptop volume. Need more proof? Caputo's new series Long Island Medium, They're in Spirit, which premiered on Discovery Plus in early February, is entirely virtual and socially distant. As she puts it, video calls are the new phone reading. Though Caputo makes talking to spirits seem as simple as reading an eye massage, that's not always the case. In this exclusive interview, the Discovery Plus star opens up about the best and worst parts of her craft. Theresa Caputo says dealing with the living is hard. Around the time that Caputo discovered her gift, she had such crippling anxiety that she couldn't leave her house because she'd be flooded with emotions from those who had passed. That's my main way of communicating with the souls of the departed is through feeling. So I could feel the way someone has died, she tells The List. Despite this, Theresa Caputo says she's never looked at her gift as a curse. As it turns out, the worst part about being a medium isn't talking to the dead, as scary as that might look if you've ever watched The Conjuring or Insidious. The real problem is talking to the living, who require a lengthier explanation and tend to approach things with skepticism. I think that the hardest thing for me is people really understanding how this works, she said. I don't know how this works. It just happens. I always say I was born this way. Theresa Caputo finally found what's missing. All in all, Caputo doesn't really care about the skeptics, even if it makes her job more difficult. In her words, I'm not asking anyone to believe in me. Her gift is there for those who are open and looking for answers. Most importantly, helping people find closure has given her life a sense of purpose. I know this is weird, but I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else, she tells The List. But it just validates that I know that. I always grew up feeling like something was missing. I didn't feel right. I felt different than everyone else. And I think the moment that I embraced and accepted my gift is when my soul felt complete. I know this is what I was meant to do here in the physical world,